Hey, it's Tom from Tom's Tunes. I am sitting up on this 2016 South Bay. You take a look around. This is a gorgeous boat. It's only 7 years old, and it's got beautiful furniture, comfy furniture. It's in great shape, been taken well care of. But this carpet has got to go. It's been in our shop. It's Monday. It came in on Friday, and it was raining on Friday. I'll give them that. But it's been in the shop where we have good airflow and it's 70 degrees. This carpet is still soaking wet. That's what happens, and that's why your seats get mildewy. That's why moss grows. That's why you have the problems that you have when you have this heavyweight carpet on a boat, whether it's covered or not. If it gets wet, it stays wet. So we're tearing it apart down to the bare bones. This is a lot of work on a big 23.5-foot boat like this, but we're gonna get all of the carpet and that 7-year-old plywood. I know a lot of you are gonna say, why would you swap out the plywood? But we'll show you how the top layers of plywood are gonna be wet. There's gonna be glue from the carpet, probably part of the carpet still stuck to them. And if we're looking to do this boat and make it last these folks another 20 to 30 years, let's just get rid of the plywood, start with brand new vinyl flooring. It's getting the Teak Tan Woven Vinyl. It's gonna look great when we're done with it, and it's gonna make your lives a lot easier as boat owners. Let's get to work on this, tearing it down. It's gonna take a couple days to get it apart, but we're up for the challenge. We do this a lot of times just to see how much of a challenge it's going to be, but I cut a little rectangle into the floor, and not to jinx it, but this is a pretty high traffic area, and that came up really easy, so not a ton of glue used. But here's that example. I mean, this is like, I can't tell you enough, this is soaked. This plywood, it's treated marine grade plywood, but it is soaking wet right here. So all the time that this carpet, it's permeable. Water can get through that, through the backing, through the glue, into the plywood, and that's what happens, and that's why plywood goes bad, and that's why we replace it no matter what. That way we know that when we put the new flooring down, it's gonna be on plywood that's gonna last as long as it should, 20 to 30 years. Even after we completely tore this boat down, this carpet, this stuff we tore off is pouring water onto the ground. So that tells you, if it can hold that much water, what do you think it's doing to your plywood underneath? This is one of those circumstances and projects where we went ahead and traced. We just laid the old board right on top of the new board. We traced and cut the holes so there's an access hatch to get at the fuel fill and tank, transom mount tank, and then these were for battery cables and fuel fills. So the fuel fill from here actually runs up to the railing, the vent comes through, there's a charcoal canister, quite a complex system, but that makes it easy for us. We'll lay the vinyl, find those holes, cut them out, put the boots on them, and then we just have to run everything back up through. That way when we're putting things back in the exact same position, which on this beautiful newer boat, it's exactly what we're gonna do. And then we just have everything ready to go just where it was before, especially tracing big cutouts, unique cutouts, just like that. We're gonna get the deck continued on and installed so we can get the vinyl on today. Brand new deck boards are on, hardware's in. We're gonna sweep this off and get the vinyl laid. We are back with this 2016 South Bay. I know a lot of folks out there are gonna be thinking, why would you mess with a boat that's only 6 or 7 years old and is in such great condition? We're gonna show you why. First, let's look at the carpet that came off of this boat. Come with me real quick. So this is the carpet that came off. You can see there's stains in places. This is the color that the carpet was when it was brand new, because this was under a seat. This is what it looks like when you have tons of traffic and people stepping on it. You can see all the stains in the different pieces of carpet. And we always talk about, we replace the plywood every time, because on this carpet back, you can see right here, there's a layer of plywood that came right off with it. You can see the plywood where the water's kind of made an impact, especially on parts that got wet all the time. So this boat did get brand new plywood. Let's go look in the boat and show you what it looks like now that we're done. I think you're gonna find that this gray carpet was never meant to be, and the brand new woven vinyl from Pontoon Stuff, the teak pattern and tan, is really what was supposed to be on this boat from the factory. This is the teak pattern woven vinyl from PontoonStuff.com. This stuff has a layer of cushion, it's got a layer of felt, it's soft on the feet. The other vinyl that came off this boat was a different brand, different type, and it was rock hard. This is really, really comfortable. If it ever gets warm, which rarely does with the tan color, splash it down. It's water resistant. It's gonna just rinse off and dry quickly, but it'll cool off to your feet. The water's gonna run off the boat under the railings and keep this thing nice and clean. You're not gonna get the staining, the wear marks, the traffic marks. This is awesome flooring. If you remember, there was a transition strip in here that separated the carpet from the vinyl. That's no longer a thing because we're gonna come right out through. Bimini's in the way right now, but we're gonna come right out through to the back. That flooring flows right into your area to get out on the back of the boat. So we also installed the swim ladder. This is the stainless steel heavy duty stern ladder from PontoonStuff.com. This thing goes all the way, we're way up on the trailer right now, and this gets me just about all the way to the floor. It's super sturdy, easy to climb, big comfortable handles to grab onto when you're climbing up, and it stows away really nice and easy too. That is it for this remodel, this refloor. It looks beautiful. I think you're gonna love it for seasons to come. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next video.